Hello, namaste. Welcome back to You Gotta Breathe. I am so excited to share with you an experience that I had on Sunday. I've been running and everything has just been super busy, so I haven't posted lately and I apologize for that. I have really been focusing on my practice and doing something called Yoga Nidra, and then doing meditation in the evenings. I've been a little sore, so I didn't do the back bending class, and it starts half an hour before meditation, so I have to make a decision between back bending and meditation. So right now I'm doing meditation. So I have my first class at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it goes till 9:30, and then I try to eat something in between classes. And then at 10:30 I have Yoga Nidra, and that goes until 11:45. And from there I usually come back and journal and meditate a little bit personally and read. From there, in the evening, I go ahead and head to meditation. So that's what my day is consisting of right now, and I'm resting in between my classes and learning the area, which has been fun, finding new places to eat, finding different places to shop, exploring, growing my footprint as I go out and about. I wanted to share my experience on Sunday with you. We went to the Tibetan monastery, and these were Tibetan monks who were exiled and they were refugees, and so they were welcomed and given land, and they've built this monastery. So the four of us ladies that went shared a taxi for the day, and it ended up being approximately $12 each US for a taxi driver for the whole entire day. So we left here at 7:30 in the morning. Took an hour and a half to get there. We went in, we looked around the shops. There are shops outside the monastery that don't benefit the monastery, and then there's shops inside the monastery that benefit the monastery. So when we decided what we were going to do, we were going to shop within the monastery. That way we could help support the monastery. So we went in, we went through all the temples, we got mala beads, and I got new sandalwood mala beads that actually I can wear on my wrist or over my head. The ones I got from the temple in Indiana are too small, and they just kind of sit on the top of my head here, and they won't go around my wrist. So that's okay. I have some new ones now that I can have with me. We went through the temples, we spent a good deal of time there. We went and had lunch, we went back in, we shopped, we thought we had spent the whole day there. And so we left. We called the cab around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he came back and picked us up. One of the girls who arranged the cab asked the cab driver, "Is there another temple around here?" And there was. So the compound that we were on had 3 temples. And they had a nunnery and a school. So he took us to a different part of the compound where the main temple was. And this is where we had the experience of a lifetime. We were in the temple. First of all, we were the only tourists on the property. There was not another tourist on the property at all. And we kept asking, is it okay that we're here? And they kept inviting us in. So we went in, and we sat in the back, and we kind of meditated for a moment, and I was walking around, and I was looking at all the walls, because everything is so ornate, and every painting has small pictures within the painting that you could spend hours and still not see every detail just in one section of the wall. So I'm looking around, I'm checking everything out, and I was carrying my purse with me, and I was back in the back, and one of the girls was up in the front, and she kept motioning to me and pointing at my purse. So I thought I was in trouble for carrying my purse through this temple. So she eventually came down and she's like, no, he's inviting us back. So this monk who didn't speak English was inviting us back to this smaller room off. So you walk up the stairs and that's where all the llamas were. There's pictures of all the llamas back there and they describe them, or statues of them. And so back to the left, if you're facing the altar, there's a little room. And so you go back into this room and it's the green Tara room. And so they know that I like green Tara, so they were super excited to share that with me. We were in there thinking that this was such a great experience because it was back, it was off to the side, it's not something you really knew about. But then he took us over to the other side of the altar, and it was a prayer room. It was the puja room. And he was trying to explain to us that when you see 4 monks come in, then it's prayer time. And so finally a monk came in and he spoke English. He's from Russia originally. And he was explaining to us that that is the room where the monks do their prayers, their chants, and they play the music, the drums, the cymbals, everything. So one of the girls says, as she notices there's 4 monks coming in, can we stay and watch? Which, it's a private ceremony. And he agreed and put cushions down on the back of the room. So it's a small room, like the size, a little bigger than my bedroom here. And he put cushions on the floor for us and told us we had to be quiet and we couldn't take pictures. And we stayed for 2 hours in that prayer room while they were chanting, while they were playing music. It was such an amazing experience. I could feel it reverberating through my system. My chest was vibrating with the drums and the cymbals. My whole body just felt the music and the chanting. It was so incredible. On top of this, as he's bringing the tea to the monks who are singing, he leaves the room, he comes back in with a tray, and offers all 4 of us tea. And one of the girls is vegan and it had milk in it. He went and made her a separate thing of green tea and brought it out to her. So not only did we get to sit and experience this puja, we also had hospitality. It was truly an experience of a lifetime. The place was closed by the time we were done. He walked us out. The taxi driver was being very impatient. He was ready to go. It was after 6 o'clock. We met him at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we literally had the taxi driver all day. I have no words for the experience. It is something I will remember for the rest of my life. And it was so special and just such a magical moment. And that's the kind of adventures that I wouldn't have if I had planned every minute of every day. So I have just, on this trip, surrendered to what is put in my path. And so far, it has been astounding. There are no words to describe the experiences I've had so far. I hope you all are enjoying my trip through my vlogs, and I can't wait to see you in person and share my stories even more. It has been so adventurous, and I love seeing the cows in the middle of the street. They just want you to pet them on the head. Dogs follow you around waiting for food. Goats look at you like, can't be bothered. The other day I saw a cow literally flinging around a small plastic bag like this big. It was garbage. It was a blue bag, and it had picked it up by the knot and was flinging it around in its mouth, trying to break open the bag to get the garbage out. Never seen anything like it before in my life, but there it is. So apparently I'm out of focus again, which means I'm going to end my vlog. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I will keep you updated as I experience new and different things along my journey. Good night. Namaste.